And we're live, pal.
Are we on?
We're live after.
Oh man, here we are
with Blurry Styles.
Yo, Laura, when you getting your camera situation tightened up?
What do you mean? My camera's good.
No,
it's cutting it now.
Yo, why is your Wi-Fi the trashiest of everyone?
I don't know.
Brooklyn?
I don't know. Yeah.
No, and it's trashy. It's blurry. It's some days she has shadow. It's a lot going on over there.
What do we want to cover today? It's the live after the live program show. I feel like there's space to definitely talk about this Kendrick Lamar Metro Boomin Future record going #1 and controversy just selling.
Wait, it's #1 on Billboard?
Yeah, it went #1 on Billboard.
No
bro.
way.
Yes. Way.
Yo, let me tell you one thing. All due respect, Billboard ain't what it used to be, bro.
Like as far no, because now
it's not what it doesn't feel like a #1.
Wait, Cass, what's the mix? It's streams, radio play,
radio plays, sales, right? Maybe
iTunes. I'm sure is in there. Whatever purchasing you doing.
But streams are
and is YouTube heavily... plays and all that count?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
Well, YouTube Music is streaming, so
right.
But anyway, yeah, #1 on Billboard, bro.
And #2 is the other song with him and Travis. So he went 1 and 2.
Metro.
Yeah, Metro and Future is the type shit song with
type
him,
shit, yeah.
Travis and Playboy Cardi #2. So he went 1 and 2 this week.
So now
Drake, it's not the same.
Drake took shots at Travis Scott. They're saying Drake and Rick Ross, Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh man.
This is shaping up to be this is like when the Avengers showed up and was trying to go against Thanos.
Right.
It's crazy out here.
I know. I think was it Metrocast that tweeted like I see nobody was to post the album because nobody wants to quote unquote pick a side.
He did that? I didn't see that one.
He said
I'm gonna post the album today.
I see a lot of y'all don't want to post the album.
Oh,
I did see when he tweeted if you pick a side, stay there.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that.
He said that?
No.
Oh, he said that.
He said if you pick a side, stay there?
That's right.
Ooh, boom, pow, surprise.
Now, Rosenberg, you work with WWE. You think this is a work? Or you think this is really a skirmish, a kerfuffle, a brewing?
I mean, it feels like a kerfuff. You know what I mean? I don't think this is a work. It doesn't benefit Drake to have like, why would he want to like go to war with mad people? It's a weird look.
Maybe Drake's not. Well, The Rock turned heel. Why can't the Drakester?
Yeah.
Well, the Drakester kind of been heel. Honestly, if we're being real about it, Drake is a heel in every way.
Right.
All Drake does is walk around, flies a monster jet. You know, it's like to Shawnee's point, is with every famous woman alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Drake is a heel.
But why is he a heel though? Like he's just being successful and like he's not mean.
Laura, because he's annoying.
His success annoys everyone.
Well, look what it did to Shawnee.
It's just like he's a black Hugh Hefner or something. You know what I'm saying?
Shawnee's angry. Look at him. He's angry.
Playboy Mansion.
Yo, you're the worst.
Your silk robes and your heart-shaped part in your hair.
Oh God!
I mean, no, Shawnee's right though. That certified lover boy was absolutely heel-ish. That is heel shit, Laura. Right there.
It's true. It's true.
I'm sorry. We gotta be honest. He put a heart in his hair.
It says certified.
Like he's antagonizing.
Yo, he calls him. He has people call him the boy. Yo, bro. The more I think about it, he's even more of a heel than I realized.
He's leaning in. The boy. Certified by who?
Certified by the ladies. I'll tell you what.
There you go.
I tell you what. Him having Sexy Red on tour, there.
That play being run right now is aggressive.
Well, because remember, he's seen as the Canadian, comes from a kind of middle class beginnings, likes the girls from the hood. He accepts the strippers at face value. He doesn't judge them. You know what I mean? Treats everyone nice. Everyone gets a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. Everybody gets a Birkin bag. Everybody gets a trip on a plane. Everybody gets to come to the house. Everybody gets a nice dinner. And we're going to go to Turks and Caicos.
Right.
So he treats the women nicely, and the women respond to that because they don't feel judged like the other rappers. They judge the women. You know what I'm saying? And I get this, and the reason I get this this theory is from a woman who I was asking about Sexy Red and the appeal, because Rosenberg and I were having a debate about the appeal. So I wanted to ask the ladies, and a lady that could articulate herself, and it was her articulating that people like Sexy Red because Sexy Red's just being her authentic self. And they also are rooting for Sexy Red because they see in her coming from some of the worst beginnings available and being like, F it, I am who I am, and I'm gonna take it as far as I can take it. And so there's people who are absolutely rooting for that. And then you have someone like Drake who embraces that, puts her on a song, takes her on tour, she's on stage. Bruh, they love it. It all
and
adds
remember,
up
Drake
to
did this before too.
with the City Girls.
City Girls, when
Oh,
the
the City
Girls
Girls
first came out, everybody was like, "Oh my god, they're so ratchet, they're so this, they're so that," and he
Drake loved
brought them on tour. Yeah, put them on a song.
That's right.
And next to Sexy Red, they're like Mariah Carey.
How dare you?
I mean,
How dare you judge
they are
this
very
woman?
polished up relative to Sexy Red.
I mean, listen, bro. They come from different places, man.
Somebody said on the chat, "Hey, don't knock his pretty boy hustle."
Exactly.
Everyone, but listen, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's heel shit that we just have to be real about.
Right.
Going to the birth with SZA showing up.
Because they were shooting a music video and then her
Shooting a
water broke.
video.
And so they went with it. And that right there, that even that video right there, that whole thing, all of it. People love it. And honestly, I love it.
I don't.
I love it. People are who they are. Look, I guess, listen, if I felt like there weren't different types of people being shown in entertainment and it was all one thing, I guess maybe I could be where you're at, Rosenberg, but it's not all one thing. As much as you have a Sexy Red, you also have a Doja Cat. You know what I mean? You also have a SZA. As much as you have a Drake, you have a Kendrick, you have a J. Cole, right? You know what I mean? Like there's definitely variety being shown.
I just musically don't get Sexy Red. I just don't think
It's just well, you don't go to the club.
It even if I did,
You don't go to clubs where that music goes, man.
Yeah, it's just I've been to clubs before. And I've had fun
Yeah,
times.
but
before.
Yeah, bro, you
just
don't
own
see
it, bro.
you don't
You
see
don't like-
Rosenberg
It's not for
playing
me.
"Get It Sexy" in his apartment on the jukebox.
Yeah, you don't see me firing up. Get it sexy.
Listen, Beyonce and Taylor and the more polished things are for you. Like Doja though.
I by the way, I like City Girl songs. Wait, hold on. There has to be a delineation though. This is the problem. You're actually doing something, Ebro, that you would not like if someone else did. It's not always a matter of. I mean, yes, it's always subjective, but sometimes it's just a matter of I don't think it's good. It's not even about like what kind of music it is, and that it's the kind of the ratchetness isn't for me. It's not that. I don't think it's well done, particularly. Like I haven't heard that.
But do you understand
thing yet.
why people like her?
No, I don't. I mean, I understand why she's entertaining
So,
on some.
Put it
like,
through this filter. You know how you like unpolished underground hip hop?
Sometimes, yeah, I do.
Where it sounds grimy. It sounds like it's not meant for the mainstream.
I don't like it as much as I liked as much as I like polished underground hip hop.
Right, but
yes,
but you understand the appeal.
I get it. Though. I get
something.
it more.
It's the same filter, but on the strip club ratchet side.
Right.
It comes off like you're rooting for someone that's not supposed to make it this far.
But there are mad people you could root for like that who don't wear a Trump hat and say dumb shit.
Well, see, now you've just worked yourself into a whole other reason why you don't like her. But that doesn't have anything to do with the music.
But it's also not good. Like, how many things do I need? How many things do I need?
I'm not even really trying to convert you. I'm just trying. It's not even about you. I don't give a shit what you think.
Right.
And nor does anyone else.
Right.
When it comes to sex.
But we're going to sit here and lie and say it's good because it's not.
I never use those words. I was articulating to you why people root for her and like it.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, everyone has a reason to root for. I'm as a human being, I'm sure she has rootable qualities.
For that matter, that's why people like Trump. Because he's not supposed to be here. And it's terrible. And they want someone that feels authentic and not polished. And they want someone that feels like they're telling the truth, even though they're lying through their teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Like everyone's saying, like, well, everybody has a friend like Sexy Red. I'm like, do they? Everyone? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I have family like Sexy Red, so it's different.
How often do you see them?
Well, my cousin actually just helped me out with something that I couldn't get done in California. I just saw her on FaceTime.
And she's like Sexy Red. You're going with that.
I mean, yeah, she is.
And how much? How much?
I mean, she's older now. She definitely was. She's older now. You know what I mean? So, we're older, but my girl cousin will rock you, bro. I got some girl cousins, bro. There's one phone call. One phone call on a plane flight. People getting stabbed up out here. It's going down.
I think people are loose with that delineation. Yeah.
What?
They're just like so. No, that part could be real, but that doesn't mean all the decision making and things that we've seen are the same. And the lyrics,
But we don't even know that Sexy Red made bad decisions. Clearly, she made some good ones because look what position she's in.
No, seriously, that is a fact, and that is what tells the score in this country. Yo, you're literally just reinforcing every reason I don't like everything that I don't like.
I mean, welcome to America, bro. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah. Listen, I think she's gonna be great.
King Lou says she admitted to STDs a couple of times. I mean, look, who hasn't made a bad, had sex raw decision?
True.
You trying to act like you above that, King Lou?
But did he come away with multiple STDs? That's one of those things where if you don't get it, you kind of it's better than when you do. Like it's the same decision.
All he said was LOL and didn't even say no. So how about that?
Well, hold on. But by the way, not all bad raw dog decisions are equal.
That's right.
Who are you making the decision with is a major factor. It's actually the factor.
MHNYC writes, 6-year-old little girl singing Pound Town is not it. You're absolutely right. But who are their parents? It's Sexy Red's job. It was Too Short's job to make sure I didn't listen to Born to Mac tape when I was 10.
I mean, listen, some of those songs I wouldn't listen to now, but at least back then it was novel.
What do you mean?
It was new. That was 35 years ago.
Yeah.
Like songs that were raunchy just for the sake of raunch. That had not really
the freaky tape.
That had literally not been done in American music yet.
Yo, Short Dog, Too Short has a song that starts, say ho. Yeah, you. Can I ask you a question? You like to fuck? Oh, you don't want me to talk to you like that. Oh, you like to make love? And he starts rapping. I saw you walking down the street and I had to stop. Turn up the radio and drop the top. Basically, he goes on to say that he was finger fucking a girl in his car. That was the whole song.
It's not good musically either, but it was novel at the time.
No, but my point is
that was 35 years ago.
And you think raunchiness somehow went somewhere in a world where literally more raunch is available now?
That's why I don't understand how it's entertaining. Like, why do I need an artist who's complete raunch when you can literally get porn at your disposal everywhere you go?
Well, who doesn't like porn set to some music that I could turn up to at the club?
Now you're just we could go all day. Ebro will literally have a response no matter what I say.
I'm just putting it through the filter of why I think people like it. It's not like I'm listening to Sexy
You know
Red.
what you're being? But can I tell you what you're being now? Shawnee.
What do you mean?
Your Shawnee culture explainer for the dumb.
No, it's not an explainer for the dumb. I'm telling you why this stuff has continued to exist and will always exist.
But you're still explaining. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. If you don't, now, yes, people do it as a guilty pleasure.
How about this? I'm gonna take you somewhere.
Yes,
as much as we're talking about Sexy Red,
hardcore.
As much as we're talking about Sexy Red has never had a #1 song on mainstream radio.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because the phenomenon is really on social media and in the clubs and in the streets.
Right.
It doesn't translate into like the mainstream. And the reason I say that is because MHNYC writes 6-year-old little girl singing Pound Town is not it. Well, are your 6-year-old little girls running into where are they running into this content at? Because if you're running into this content on social media and you let your kids on social media run into it, that's on the parents.
Right. I mean, I agree.
That's not for, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I understand you.
It has a play. My point is, it's not for every arena. It's not for every outlet.
Right, I agree with you, but
It's not
where do
Beyonce.
we start?
It's
Where
not,
do we start? Where do we start with the conversation? Is that Drake is literally a cheerleader. Like, he is full-time 24/7 on Sexy Red promo mode. So at some point, it is going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It is going to get more commercial.
Nah.
You think it's going to stay exactly where it is? I don't see
I don't
that.
think her songs that are those songs. Like Ski Yeet kind of went far, I think, because it wasn't really about anything specific other than just making a noise. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And the
I gotta
beat
be
was
honest,
cool.
man. I'm okay with this. It's just not for me anymore, man.
And that's
I'm
okay.
there.
I mean,
That's fine.
I don't see Sexy Red getting huge brand deals with her music. You know what I mean? But it is, you know, people said the same thing about hardcore when Little Kim came out. They were like, oh my God, disgusting. And they thought that she would never go anywhere. But
I
whatever,
mean,
there's an audience for everybody.
I
And
don't
you don't
know-
have to like it. It's fine.
But Laura, I know why you can make that comparison. I don't know, man.
Well, that's just on the raunch factor.
Yeah, that's just raunch.
Yeah.
Kim was critically lauded in a different way. Like, Kim was thought of as good right away
At rapping.
And like the world hasn't changed that much for how much the raunch has been elevated between now and then. I mean, the
So
world
you don't like the
changed.
combination of raunch and simple lyrics.
How many different things do we have to have? Like, yeah, like really, not even simple lyrics, simple rapping, simple lyrics, super raunchy. Like, I'm not. Listen, I'll tell you all about. I like her on.
But for that matter,
it's fun. She's fun on the Drake record. It's a fun feature.
For that matter, as much as I think Cardi B is better than Sexy Red, the record WAP wasn't that.
I didn't like WAP.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't get it. I didn't think musically it was good. I thought it was literally nothing but a shock record.
That's all it was.
And those are two great. I really enjoy Cardi. I know people are critical of Cardi. I'm a Cardi fan. I love her voice quality. I think she kills it on records. I think she puts in real work to make her record sound good. And WAP, to me, the beat was boring. I never dug it at all.
That's valid. It did well without
people like it. My girl loves that song.
You know, it did pretty good without you, man.
No, I did. It's gonna be all right. I mean,
I think they're doing all right without you, fam.
What are you eating? Oh, you guys are getting the pleasant experience we have every day of Ebro shoveling slop down his gullet while mid conversation.
So it's a raspberry blackberry chocolate smoothie.
Yo, can please our video department for once do your goddamn job and make a gif of Ebro with his tongue sticking out as he shoves the slop down? Yo, this job is too intimate some days, guys. This is like we're not
on the live after the live program show, baby.
It's like, when we're not together, it's actually closer than being together. Sometimes it's too close. The amount of snorting and gargling you hear early in the morning on these microphones.
I'm a wild animal, man.
And Ebro with the shoveling of the slop, it never ends.
Now, so you got Drake Parade and Sexy Red around. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about. We got Drake tickets this week.
Mm-hmm.
Drake's done a lot of shows in the area. I firmly believe the only reason we got Drake tickets is because they didn't sell them all.
Well, no, you firmly think that because it's the only thing that could be true. I'm sorry. What else? What
no, because when Cast One was like, "Oh, we just bought something to give them away," I was like, "Hell no!"
Bought? Do you know where we work? They better buy a door and some hinges.
But you don't think that someone who's here at the station who has a good relationship with them was like, "Hey, can
no."
I
If they knew it was for Hot 97, Ebro in the Morning Flex, no. The answer would be no.
Yeah, Laura. And by the way, who is the person you're referring to? Because no. And Ebro's right. It means they probably came up a little short at Prudential. But they've done it. They've done a shitload of shows.
To talk about the show at Prudential. By the way, we're giving away tickets on a Tuesday for a concert on a Thursday. They're trying to fill that joint up. It's not like it's 2 months from now.
Oh, wait, it's Thursday?
It's this week, bro. Day after tomorrow. And we got tickets today.
Oh.
Well, I'm happy we have tickets to give away.
yo, listen, gave him away excitedly, Laura Styles. I was amped, had a great time with it.
Why? Because you thought, like, are we back in?
No, not for 1 second.
He knew. Back in.
Back where? We're not getting invited back to Drake's crib where he got to holler at Laura Styles that year.
Hey.
He was on your heels too.
Hey. We're not talking about that.
Why not? Nothing happened.
Nothing
You
happened.
didn't fall for the trap.
I
You
did
didn't
not.
fall for the jukes.
I did not.
Because you know he would have used that, threw that back in our face one day.
Of course. I know everything is calculated.
The big Drake eyes. He hit you with the big Drake.
Rosenberg saved my relationship that night.
I was on it. I was on top of things. That was an
Yeah.
interesting night. A lot of interesting conversations happened.
Had a great
Weird
combo with
night.
Drake that night.
That was the end.
Nah, we talked after that. We was cool after that.
Yo, you're hurt by this thing though. This thing, Laura, would you say no relationship being fouled up like I'm notoriously sensitive about all my relationships that have gone bad. This feels like the only one that Ebro comes back to repeatedly. Like, what happened? Why'd it go this way? It shouldn't
Nah, I
have been
thought
this
Drake
way.
was realer than that, man.
Yeah, man.
Thought you was a real one, man. Thought you was real.
That's all right.
Gonna find out.
Thought y'all
Couldn't
had
handle the heat.
Thought y'all had something.
Couldn't
And then
handle
you-
the heat.
Then you got critical, just a little critical.
Couldn't handle the heat, man.
That
Hot Rod
happens.
Rick in the chat writes, "What's up? I need them things. I want to see Wayne. Wayne's with him at the Prudential show. Are we sure?
Actually, probably because Wayne. Oh yeah. You know what? Wayne was at Barclays Center yesterday for Raw,
Oh.
and Wayne is going to be at WrestleMania this weekend
Mm-hmm.
in Philly.
Did you see him?
No, I heard he did what he did earlier.
Okay.
So I did not.
Who else
see
was at WrestleMania? I mean,
No.
at Raw.
Lil Wayne,
Malo.
Lin-Manuel
Miranda.
Miranda is what I would say. I didn't see any other celebs actually, except for the final boss.
What about Bad Bunny?
Bonnie, no, Bonnie.
Oh.
You know the
He
word
was-
on the street is Bob Bonnie lives in New York right now.
Really? That's why he's
Yeah,
popping up
he-
at Knicks games?
Yeah, he got a crazy penthouse in Tribeca.
Is that true?
That's what
I
it
mean, that's
said.
what I saw it like on page 6 or something like that. Kendrick has a baller ass home too in Brooklyn.
Oh, he calls me all the time. I pop by all the time. He's a good one. No relationship whatsoever anymore.
Now, that's something I wanted to bring up on the show after the show.
Oh, Rosenberg.
How much?
And Childish Gambino too.
Nothing.
Yo, how much? Let me ask y'all this. Like, we have some good relationships, right? Like, I'm really good with Mariah Carey. I'm good with Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Jay.
You're just going through a list of your friends now?
Yeah, just people I'm really good with that are really like
Big stars who
established
stayed good.
A-list. Boom.
Stayed good.
And it
yeah.
still hits you back when you text.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Swizzy. Timberland. It's legends, just phenomenal people, great legends, highly successful. And then there's this kind of like middle group of like the Kendrick, Cole, Future, Drake, the kind of, I guess, next generation. There's no relationship at all. But they don't really have a relationship with any media, though.
Well, Drake notoriously, Drake keeps the people close that he wants close to him when he needs them and when they're hot. I mean, Drake's literally now talking to Aiden Ross. You know what I mean? Like he's
Right.
talking to Kai Cenat. He's talking to the Twitch people who are now way younger than him. Like not in
he's-
your bracket at all.
Right.
But
That's
he's
my point. Is like now we're not needed at all.
No, there's no like that. That has completely changed in my time since being on the air, where because we're not big visible online, we do not exist to those people.
Right.
Like they do not think about the fact that we are reaching a gazillion people every day in New York. It's not.
Well, so I had a debate
Not
with
their
someone the
thought.
other day, and they were like, something happened. Somebody came up to me, was like, yo, let's do all the time. Somebody else was like, yo, who are you? I was like, I just do a radio show in New York. It was like, radio show in New York. I was like, yeah, people have jobs in the morning and they go to work and they have to know what's going on in the world, and they turn on the radio.
It's still a thing.
And the person was like, oh. And I was like, wow. Is it that you don't work? Like you don't have a morning job? Or you don't use the radio? Which is more likely in New York City?
It could be. I mean, both. It could be both.
Yeah, that's actually tough. That's a good question.
Because there's some people who, do you know, somebody once thought that we just did a podcast.
Yep.
Well,
some people think I only do a YouTube show. I watch you on YouTube all the time.
No, that's a recording of what we do every morning. They're like, oh, I thought it was just a podcast. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of, and we're actually the exact opposite of that, because our thing is more about the radio show. To our detriment in some ways, but I enjoy it.
Yeah,
but we're not going to be like, it's funny. So in the case of a career like Drake, early on, radio was still positioned differently enough where Drake cared enough to be like responsive, show up at Summer Jam, do these different things.
He wanted the promo. He wanted the platform. He wanted the promo. He wanted the.
Now he A, doesn't need that, and B, if he did, he wouldn't want it for something like radio in New York. He's doing it just to get eyeballs on the internet.
Well, and what's even more interesting is I find it and somebody said, Ebro, why are you eating your smoothie and not drinking it? Because I like my smoothie thick where it's edible.
Hey yo. No, by the way, the whole thing's yo, but keep going.
But I honestly think people don't value working class regular people. There's not a value, there's not a premium placed on regular commuting, working people. There's a premium in the music industry placed on 18 to 24-year-olds because they have a couple of dollars in their pocket and nothing but time to run around and be fans and fandom and ask their parents for money and go to concerts, buy merch and be online streaming and all that. So there's a premium placed on those people. There's a premium placed on, obviously your kind of upper class, high income individuals in society who, have a lot of money and a lot of free time because they don't really work that hard. There is not a premium placed on individuals who are middle income, working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week, don't have a lot of free time, have a bunch of kids and can't make it to a concert or an event because money's tight and they really don't got a lot of time.
Our main audience is literally people who are driving in the morning, like the UPS drivers, USPS.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The barber shops, like just regular
school teachers,
people.
nurses.
Yes.
There's not a premium placed on these individuals.
Yeah, I agree. And we get our whole other audience from our podcast and YouTube.
Exactly.
Yo, so, people who listen to us in morning drive.
But podcast is different than YouTube. That should be separated because the podcast is also people who, by the way, look what came in the mail.
Oh, Cowboy Carter vinyl.
Wow.
Cowboy Carter vinyl looking
nice.
Feeling heavy.
How many different vinyls?
Turn it around. Let me see the back.
Okay, because this is the CD box and the T-shirt, and this is the back.
Okay. Beyoncé.
What do you say?
I love it.
You want to unbox it for the live? Which one, the vinyl or your box? Okay, wow. Natalie's gonna let me unbox the Cowboy Carter CD box.
Okay, let's see it.
But Laura, while I'm doing that, I was just gonna say there is a difference though also between the podcast crowd and the YouTube crowd, because the way that people consume podcast is similar to that audience that's driving around, going to work, commuting in a car. Like that is generally the podcast crowd. And remember, that podcast crowd is more now like old school radio listeners. They have time. They want to sit and listen to something in full. You know what I mean? As opposed to watching 2-minute clips of everything. All right, here's your Beyonce Cowboy Carter Act 2 CD box unboxing. Here we go.
All right.
Let me see what this feels like. Nice
Do you
black
have
box.
a CD player?
Listen, let me tell you something. We do not use a CD player.
No, I don't have a CD player in my house. I have my CDJs, but they're not plugged in.
Cowboy Carter CD.
Oh, and I got my PS5. You can still play a CD on a PS5?
Yeah, sure you could.
Nice.
But the reason that we got this one is because Mrs. Rosenberg wanted this from Mrs. Carter. Although apparently National, she got another one also because she wanted a different shirt.
Oh,
Cowboy
I've never
Carter.
seen that
Let's
one.
go.
Okay.
Let's go, people.
And then but then the next day she dropped another shirt, and Natalie was like, "I need the other shirt too." I will tell you though,
I want the Japanese one. Did you see it?
oh, there was a Japanese exclusive drop.
Yeah. Natalie, did you see it?
Natalie
Fire.
didn't see it. The face she's making is saying she did not see it.
Wait, where's
Yeah,
that at, Laura
tell her it's designed by Yoon Ambush.
It's designed by Yoon.
Oh, I know about
Ambush,
Yoon.
Laura says.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm about to go put. Oh wow, interesting. I didn't realize that it says Act 2 Beyoncé across her
Yeah.
last name.
I'm buying all the Beyonce stuff. I didn't even ask for it for free. That's how much I'm into it.
Look at you.
I'm serious business out here.
We didn't ask for this. There's no record label phone call. This is cash dollars, money in your hand.
Wait, so which vinyl did you get? The red, the white, or the blue, or the red? Or the black?
Which color vinyl? I'm about to open it and tell you because we're playing this vinyl. So no, I don't need to save this. The vinyl we got was, oh, this is very Natalie.
That's
Natalie,
the red. Oh, the white.
No, Natalie likes everything plain. Natalie, when it comes to color schemes in the house, is white, black, gray.
Wow.
Did the white vinyl. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can show
Thanks,
you.
Miss Carter.
Can you guys see this? No, Rasan, I put it in the chat. Maybe you can put it on the screen, but it's really cool.
I'm looking if there's a poster. Might be.
There's a lot of good merch over here. Beyonce, you did a great job. Yo, Beyonce, if you're ever watching
Very
this, I just
cool.
want you to know you did a great job. You think she needs to hear that from me?
Well, I think two things. One, I think she definitely did it herself. And I think two, she's watching this video.
You're onto it.
But yeah. But the way they get you though is they won't sell the vinyl with the t-shirt.
Right.
So we wanted, you want the vinyl and the tee. You don't really need the CD. But then they're like, oh, you want the tee? You got to get the CD.
Oh, she sold Zippo lighters. They sold out though.
On that, we missed the lighters.
Lighters, ashtray, bandanas, playing cards. Oh, come on. They sold out. I'm going to ask for those.
Natalie says she's been on the website every day. How'd she miss this?
I don't know. I'm looking at the merch site now. You slipped up, Nat.
Yeah. Act 2
Slept.
lighter.
Oh, look, that's the Japanese version from Yoon Ambush. It's fire.
Nah, the
I heard her say
Carter.
ashtray.
You heard that? The denim hat. Oh, she missed the cowboy hat. The cowboy Carter hat.
Yeah.
This was on.
Oh, and
It's sold out.
New too.
Yeah, Nat, you screwed up.
I'm gonna have to put it on another
Yo, hit Natalie with the button.
yo, she just
Oh
said,
my
I'm going to have to put
God.
in another order. That would be her third order. What is what's
No,
happening?
no.
Come on. Yo, I married a merch. Ha!
Congratulations. You
Yeah, hit
played
the button.
yourself.
Thank you, Shawnee. I did. I found someone who likes even merch more than me. It's insane.
Alright, guys.
Cool J.
Yo, man, this has been fun.
Are we
been
over?
fun.
Is it over?
Yeah. Thank you to everybody.
Yo, Hot
tuning
Rod Rick
in.
says, hope y'all calling me tomorrow. It's been like 2 weeks. Damn, that's crazy. After you
Wait,
won a
Hot
game,
Rod Rick, you've been on, but nobody came to you, right?
that's messed up.
Oh my God.
Damn,
yes,
Rick,
okay. We
damn.
got you. We got you.
Wait, what question did I ignore, Ebro? Someone said I was ignoring questions.
I don't know. I missed it too. Ask us again.
What was the
Natalie
question?
just said in our living room that I have a little display of records. Like there's like 5 records up. She covered my album with Beyonce's album.
That's right.
Nice.
That's right, Nat. You doing God's work over there.
Yo, see, listen, Ebro, if you put in a favor call, get my wife a lighter and an ashtray, please.
All right.
She needs the lighter and the ashtray.
Only if I get to smoke blunts in the ashtray first.
Well, yeah, because unlike everybody else on this show, we allow smoking blunts in our house. We don't mind. You can light up a joint in this apartment.
You can't smoke in this apartment.
Yeah, no, we got no kids yet. Light up, bro. Bear doesn't mind. Guys, thank you for joining us on the show
Wait, we're
after the
not
show,
done
post
yet.
show.
All right, how many people did we have tune in this week? Last week was a high mark, right? Last week was
last week we broke 1,000. Today we were over 900. We're at 893 now.
8-9. We fell off when we started going into Beyonce. They wanted us to. Yo, I'm telling you, controversy sells. This is how Kendrick and Metro and Future went #1. You gotta be beefing with somebody,
right?
You can't just be on here talking about how happy you are about Beyonce merch. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
I know how much we love the album. Shut up.
Shut up. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.